Good afternoon. Welcome. Happy Friday. We're going to get started on Final Fantasy XIV very soon. But I wanted to say hi. I hope your week's been good. Tell me how your week has been. If you're here, if you're not here yet, happy Friday. Hi, Pisces. How are you? I don't want to say what's been going on this week, but it's been a little bit chaotic on my end. So if my energy's a little different today, I do apologize. I'm fine, but just life. um, Again, nothing terrible, just regular life things, and it's weird because I know we have the eclipse on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, so I'm very excited because the eclipse is happening in my first and seventh house respectively. It's going to be conjunct my ascendant and my Mercury, and it's also going to be aspecting my moon in the fourth house. They're all going to be at Scorpio degrees, so it's basically lots of deep reflective conversations, maybe someone, just opening up maybe to someone, me having deep conversations, something like that is how I'm kind of viewing it. I am still doing general, if you've seen me on TikTok doing general rune messages for the signs and you'd like one, please let me know. I am doing those still. I can do them here or I can do them on TikTok. It's up to you. But we're just going to kind of relax today and allow today to kind of be like sort of body doubling, sort of yap, sort of chill, just play Final Fantasy and try not to think about all the chaos going on in the world right now. And yes, Pisces, it's been chaotic for everyone, I think. Everyone's been having a time, so, me included. So, also this retrograde that we're having. Yuck. Do not like. The words of Michael Scott, me no likey. But I think it's gonna, pan out just fine. Because I think, with retrogrades, you just kind of expect them to be a little bit messy. Really? Well, that makes sense. I am going to start doing those, messages again. I have the paper here, so I can do them on Twitch or I can do them on TikTok. I would prefer to do it on TikTok. That way you can bookmark it and watch it again and again and again. But I do believe it is pinned on my profile, so if you just go to my TikTok, it should be there. Okay, so there's lesbians on my page. Great. FYP, lesbian. Yes, thank you. So yeah, it should be... No, it's not pinned. Well, let's fix that. Let's fix that real quick. It's not pinned, but it is now. So, if you are on the Clock app and you'd like a free message from me using runes for 2026 that will cover pretty much the whole year, it's a very generalized message though, so take only parts that resonate, but you can do that on my TikTok, same username. I have iced coffee today. It is a cappuccino. Iced cappuccino made in Hawaii. It's to me, it's one of the best canned coffees there is. It's by Royal Mills. Definitely recommend it. I'm a little bit stressed. I'm okay. I can stream. I'll be fine. I'm just my headspace is a little bit crazy because with the eclipses going on, some stuff was revealed and, oh no. Oh no. Are we Gucci? Are we Gucci fam? Yeah. I'm fine. I'm stressed in the way that there's nothing new. It's just finally sitting with all of the stuff that's been going on. Nothing bad, just stuff that's been going on, making phone calls, stuff like that. Just it's like normal human stuff that you know logically is gonna pan over just fine, but you're finally like sitting with it and like, you know what I mean? You're finally sitting with it like, oh my god. But I know it's gonna be okay, so that's what's pushing me through it. Thank you. But I think it's gonna be just fine. Like everything else in life, you have a situation, it brings you stress, you deal with it, and you learn from it, or whatever the case is, and you move on, and that's life. I've definitely been through much, much worse than this, and that's not to say like this completely diminishes my feelings about what's going on. Like it happens. I've been in worse scenarios than this. It's fine, but it's also like, can we have like good things? Enough crazy. We have enough crazy going on. But I am fine, and I am still doing readings. If you would like one, they are redeemable by channel points. They're 555 channel points. If you have a question, if you don't have a question, of course, that's fine too. Um, Yeah, ask me anything. I will not answer questions about legal, medical, pregnancy, political topics, or another person. If you just want a general reading, please say general. Thanks. Yeah, so if you want a general question answered or just a general message, I am open to those. We're also doing tipped readings as usual in my Ko-fi. And if you'd like to join the Discord, you're welcome to. All of that fun stuff. The usual. Um, I like how sometimes the Ko-fi thing works and sometimes it does not. I also have a Discord if you'd like to join. It'll let you know when I'm streaming. It'll show a notification when I'm streaming. But we're going to get into it in a minute. A couple things that I want to talk about going forward with my streams, specifically on Saturdays. So I usually stream Friday evenings to Saturday evenings as well, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's been what's been going on for the last couple weeks. However, I kind of noticed just based off the vibes of Friday and Saturday streams is that Friday's a great time to just chill and play games, whereas Saturdays I was trying to do like, let's get educated about tarot, let's talk about the astrology, and the thing is like people do come to me and my channel because they want information on what's going on astrologically or they'd like a quick little tarot reading, but I think the issue here is I don't have like, not yet anyway, I don't have like people who are flocking in just for that one day, for that one subject. So, what I'm going to be doing on Fridays is I will be filtering out things that I want to do. So, like if I want to do tarot on Fridays, I will do tarot on Fridays. If I want to look at the astrology, I will look at the astrology. Most of the time, we'll just be playing Final Fantasy and we will just talk about what's going on in the astrology as we're talking about Final Fantasy or whatever game that I'm playing on that Friday. I think for Saturdays, I will be sticking to body doubling streams. So if you are around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, feeling like you just want to put on a stream and have something on in the background, I mean, that's usually what people do with Twitch streams is we have stuff on in the background and we just want to listen to. That's completely fine. But I will be using those streams specifically for my own pleasure to get any writing done, get any stream prep stuff done, or anything that I need to do, I can leave stream up and kind of do it as a body doubling task. So I might be writing my fanfics that I've been stocking up on. I have so many fanfic ideas that I want to write that I haven't really done, and I have them planned, I have them set up. Lots of personal story ideas that I want to get back into writing for, and also just like general like stuff that I just want to do, but why not stream it? So, hell yeah, fanfics. Um, I should republish that BTS one that I did. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan for Saturdays. Saturdays can be anything. Fridays can be anything. I don't have like a specific schedule in mind, but Fridays will be pleasure days. Don't get it twisted, not that kind of pleasure. Uh, we'll do them as follows. So today, just gonna be yapping and talking about Final Fantasy, specific to where my Lalafell is at in A Realm Reborn. If you've played anything post Endwalker, I would please ask that you just be careful with spoilers if you're here wanting to talk about Dawntrail. I have a mod who has not started Dawntrail yet, and I would like respect, please, for my mods. Thank you. Another thing, too, is if you are going to book a reading, there are rules for it. just basically just be respectful. If we're talking about tarot, we're on the tarot screen. Thank you. If we're on the tarot screen, just please be respectful. I don't have much else to say before we just talk about anything. I do want to talk about the lunar eclipse that we're having on Tuesday because it's happening in the sign of Virgo. So we're going to pull up the astrology real quick and we're going to talk about that for a little bit because it is scary to think about. It's scary to think about because I don't really know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it besides what it's very actively showing me, which is that we're having an eclipse. So it is not set for any specific, how do I switch this over? Give me a minute while I figure this out because it's going to, This is called stream scuff. If you're thinking about streaming, this is a part of it. Not knowing what the hell you're doing. Alright, we'll just make a new tab. Astro tab. Perfect. Wonderful. Show stopping. Cheap viewers. You're a cheap viewer. Fuck out of here with that shit. Thank you. And... Huh? Huh? Oh, that's what it does. Okay. Well... Eh. Yes, window capture. Perfect. So, we're getting there, don't worry. We'll have it up in a second. I'm just... Hi, Luna. Thank you for the hydrate reminder. Please also hydrate. So let us switch over to our astrology. Not our astrology, the astrology. Okay, so this is... Hopefully everyone can see it okay. We can zoom in a little more. That's massive. So yeah, this is not when it's happening. How about we put when it's happening? When are we actually having the eclipse? Come on, guys. Get it together. And by guys, I mean me. So March starts like next week. Isn't that crazy? So I had it wrong. I was on the 2nd, not the 3rd. So we're looking at... This is the exact moment that we will be having a lunar eclipse in Virgo. And I'm going to say, before I really get into the thick of it, I guess, it's happening with the rising in Gemini. So we're having a 10th house and 4th house situation with our lunar eclipse on the 3rd. So the thing about lunar eclipses, they can be a closure of a cycle, whether it is encapsulating the entire circle that the solar eclipse started, or it's a combination of what the solar eclipse has revealed and anything else you're trying to close out in your life. Being that it's happening in our 10th and 4th house collectively, legacy, career, home life, things like that. Now, I want to be extremely honest with you. I can't make much of this chart other than it feels like we need to have more open conversations about what our goals are with ourselves. Things that we're doing in our routines at home that might not be benefiting us elsewhere. When it comes to like the 10th house, 4th house axis, I feel like the 10th house is talking more about not so much our career per se, but things that we don't actively know how they're going to turn out, and what better place for it to be in Pisces, where Pisces energy is a lot of, I don't know, we'll have to see when it happens. And considering the tension that I am feeling as of right now, because I'm very sensitive to the energies, it's kind of feeling like open and honest conversations, not just with ourselves, but with the people that we call safe and we call home. How can we make this situation the safest, most intentional, most, like, we've analyzed every angle of this, like how can we be the most efficient in our comfort, in our inner circle, that it's speaking outside of our inner circle, it's speaking love outside of it just by the comfort that we radiate naturally. And I think that's a really good kind of center of what our North Node Aquarius is going to be, because we will be having those eclipses happen right smack when we get those North Node and South Node transits changed. So I'm kind of curious to see how this will unfold on Tuesday, right? The 3rd is a Tuesday. Yes, it's a Tuesday. So I'm very curious to see how this unfolds, more so because I feel like the fact that we have this, okay, it's going to be directly on my Mercury, but the fact that we have this in the 4th house, it's kind of feeling like very private matters might also be exposed and dealt with, but in a way that's beneficial to all parties. So, and I say this because we have part of Fortune and Lilith conjunct in the 7th house in Sagittarius. So I'm looking at this from literally all angles. We're seeing this as a collective way of dealing with grief about how we're being perceived and how we're allowing others to perceive us, but really not letting that be something we internalize and internally villainize ourselves for. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how this affects each person, especially the mutable signs, because it's happening where it's got all the angles in important places in the mutable sign angles. So we're having a 1st house Gemini and a 7th house Sagittarius. Like it's hitting all the angles. So I'm really curious to see how it's going to unfold, but also what it means for us as a collective and also individually, because 10th house, 4th house themes are the opposition between the comfort of the home, privacy, versus what we see publicly. So it's literally going to be people making peace with who they internally are and how that reflects on the outside. So again, I'm very curious to see how it's going to unfold and what it means for each person internally, specifically, etc. But I think it's going to be beneficial because we have that Lilith conjunct the part of Fortune. I feel like that's kind of saying like the benefits that we get through learning to kind of just cope with the ways that we are villainize ourselves. Because for me, I have a Sagittarius Lilith, and a lot of the time my beliefs are questioned, especially when I put them publicly. Even I could be saying something very like, well, I believe the sky is blue today, and you're going to have people who are going to tell you, like, I actually disagree, and will make, like, a whole thing out of it. So, again, it's interesting to see how this might play out in my own chart, because I'm heavily mutable as well. Just things I'm kind of noticing for myself, but also noticing the collective is very interesting how it's hitting the angulars. So public issues is what I'm kind of seeing from it. Public issues being put to rest, or maybe honesty about those things that might help lead to rest. But I won't say it will be like a total wrap up of any one particular thing, because I'm not 100% sure, but I do know if there's any themes that have come up during this solar eclipse to lunar eclipse time frame, being that it's in Pisces, Virgo, and then also Leo and Aquarius. We're seeing this shift of the nodes as well. I just kind of feel like it's going to be it's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. I have no other words, because my brain is like, you know what, you don't know astrology today. You're just going to have to stare at this, because again, this is uncomfortable, but I think it's going to lead to good things. So that's all I have to say for that. Thank you so much, Pisces, for helping, as always. We're going to go back to just chatting for like a little bit, and then I will load up Final Fantasy. Why did I click that? Again, it's the streamer scuff. I don't know what to tell you. It's just me. Maybe it's just me. It's not the streamer scuff. It's me. Okay, so we are just going to chat for a little bit longer. I'm thinking too, because we also have like eclipses coming up again later on this year, that there's going to be some callback to this current eclipse. So whatever you're not kind of closing up this time, it's going to keep repeating itself until you're able to do something with it. I think we don't get another one until May. No. July? No. August. It's got to be August. Yeah. We have a solar eclipse in Leo, August 12th. And then there's going to be a lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 28th. And by then, we'll have the node in Aquarius. So I think we're going to see some reflection of, if you've had anything revealed to you over the last couple weeks through these solar and lunar eclipses, expect it to have some sort of callback later in August. That's all I can say. Maybe not a callback in an exact specific way. I kind of feel like when you're making astrological predictions, you can be very right and also very wrong. So I'm going to have to leave it at that. But yeah, that's really all I have to say in the astrology perspective. I have nothing else to add. Okay, so we're probably going to use that as a great segue to play Final Fantasy XIV Online. If you've never heard of Final Fantasy XIV Online, I have some great news for you. It is an MMO, but it is free to play up to level 70. Expansions are free up to Stormblood. All that lovely stuff. But my favorite part of this game, I think the best part to mention, is it has PvP. Not for the free players, though, but for the non-free players. I'm subbed because I played like a week of it and I was like, I want to do things like trade items and talk to people, be part of FCs, you know what I'm saying? I want to be involved. And I couldn't do that on a free trial. So I played literally for like a week and then I was like, I'm paying for this. Broke college student. I was like, I'm paying for this. No one can stop me. It is saying that there is no, okay, there, yeah, okay, it's working. And at first was like just a black screen, like, this is not my game. What are you doing? See, sometimes it is the stream scuff. Sometimes it is. But this time it was me being a fail. Okay. I don't know what it is, like, okay, so I consider myself a deeply spiritual person, even if I don't necessarily show it in my day-to-day. And I feel also like I'm very connected to what the energy is right now. And I don't partake in that whole, like, quantum leaping thing. I think it's an endearing way of looking at astrology shifts or energy shifts, because as a collective a lot of things are rapidly changing because of, well, obviously that everything that's happening in the world right now. um but I think like the whole quantum leaping thing can be a little bit dangerous, because it's assuming that there's a better world out there for us, and that, I don't want to say it's subjective necessarily, but I feel like there's a little bit that gets lost in translation when you think of things like that. Anyways, we're gonna play some Final Fantasy because it's not spiritual talk day, it's play games day. Now, I'm just gonna let you know, I am in the middle of ARR. We have an ad break starting in 4 minutes. I'm not gonna start anything story-wise before that, so we have 4 minutes to chat until it goes into ads. We'll come right back, but let's load the game so you can see how cute she is. Because is this not the cutest thing you've seen so far? We're just gonna have her eat pizza while we wait for the ads. But yeah, like the energy's like to me it's like super sensitive right now, and I guess that's why my mood is kind of like, I don't feel all that there. I don't feel like a real person some days. That's the Pisces in me. But I think, and if I do say so myself, it's a good time to just play games and not think about what's happening energetically. Because something feels a little off. There's a pretty Alesan woman and she distracted me. W in chat if you get distracted by beautiful women all the time. Beautiful men too. I mean, I'm bisexual. I get distracted by everybody, but we should probably do some type of roulette because I need to level up my Arcanist actually. This is a level 30 quest, so I'm going to need to be level 34. I think her Arcanist is like the last thing I needed to level. Yeah. Everybody's level 30 except you, sweetheart. So we're gonna summon our Carbuncle. Good. Make sure our gear's up to date. That's important. And we're gonna do leveling roulette. Why not? And you're gonna see me play some real bad Arcanist. Like, real bad. It's real bad, my guy. Only because it's one of those classes that I enjoy it, but I don't get enough practice in. I should get more practice in, but I digress. I'm really bad at it. When I'm not naturally good at something and I just decide this isn't for me. I think now's actually a really good time too, while I'm waiting for the queue, is to clean up my inventory, because if you can't tell, it is clear that I have been crafting nonstop, and I think having a full inventory when you do dungeons or MSQ or anything really is silly. So, oh. You know, good for them. Good for them. Play Final Fantasy with your titties out. That's what I always say. And if you don't, why not? Okay. That cleaned up very little of my inventory, so we're gonna have to just wing it with the Chocobo saddlebag. Oh, shoot. Did you hear that? Someone in my neighborhood is blowing up fireworks from the sounds of it. You do you, like, go for it. If that's what you feel like doing at 4:30 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, middle of the day, the sun is still out. There is no darkness in the sky for the fireworks to be seen. Yeah, it's probably better that you didn't, because it was just fireworks going off, but I'm like, at 4:30 in the afternoon, like, it's obvious, probably, that it's still daylight out, right? Why are you doing fireworks when it's daylight? What are we doing? Okay, so wait time is less than 5 minutes. Time elapsed is 3. So we're making great time right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put away more of my stuff. I think she had all of the ores and pretty much everything else. So we're gonna continue doing that while we wait. What is everyone up to this week? What has your week been like? I am so curious because we have so much going on energetically. A lot of the readings that I did like on Monday felt very much like now's a good time to deal with how your the way you internalize and think about the world is really going to be what makes or breaks this week for you, is what I got for a majority of the messages in some fashion or other. And it kind of made me think that, you know, it's obviously not just for me, but like if you're feeling like things are changing for the better, then it's best that you believe that. Believe that it's changing for so you can see the good in what's happening in your personal life rather than constantly fixing on how it could go wrong. Because you're used to doing that. You're used to fixating on how things go wrong. Give yourself a chance to think about how things could go right. And don't overthink it and stress over it. And for me, like, yes, that's a very, very accurate piece of information when it comes to me, but oh my god. Don't have to call me out like that on camera. Oh, goody! I'm checking out someone's glam, and it's like, no, you want to do a dungeon right now. And I'm like, I do, actually. I actually want to listen to the dungeon, because I know it's probably going to be like Copperbell Mines or some shit. Our DPS is not saying yes, commence. Please commence. A party member has withdrawn. Well, it's probably for the best, because it was probably going to be like Copperbell Mines. And this is probably Copperbell Mines. It's not Copperbell Mines. We're free. We're free and nothing can hurt us. Oh, this guy's got Peloton. Is he a machinist? Awesome. Are we experiencing any lag, by the way? Because, it feels a bit like we are. And, okay. There is a mess happening in Totoroc right now. And by golly, this is exactly what I wanted, was a messy run of Totoroc. And you might be asking yourself, Val, why aren't you casting more? Well, here's the thing about Arcanist that no one tells you, is that it, besides your Emerald Carbuncle, you don't really get auto-cast. Most of your Carbuncle moves are going to be like actual cast times, like a Black Mage. So you have to like kind of in your head calculate, am I going to be able to run and cast at the same time, essentially. And maybe you are. Maybe you get lucky and you have, you know, someone who's not pulling wall to wall. But not me. I should also drink some orange juice for the extra EXP. Sounds good. At least it's not Copperbell Mines. The other one that I wouldn't have wanted is, it's not Satasha, it's the other one. It's the one where you have the, God, I'm so smart today. You fight the Mind Flayer at the end. Not a big fan of that one. I like Totoroc though. Totorock's good. I also like anything that's not Copper Bell, the other one I just mentioned. Hawk Manor is also a good early dungeon. I don't think I'll get access to it because I'm not level 28 yet, because I think it's a level 28 dungeon, but yeah. Okay. So my sound wasn't on. I was like, why can't I hear anything? Silly. Yep. Yep. I leveled up. Good. I don't even know if I needed any of that. I was just like, I just want to get out of here. I'm just trying to level up my Blorbo. Like, this is all I have. Easy. Too easy. Just gotta walk into some squishy stuff. Ugh. Oh, our tank is in a cutscene. That's fine. Shuba. Alright. This motherfucker's coming after me. Okay. Yay! I learned Outburst. It wouldn't have taken much for me to learn that, actually. Oh, good. I got all of it. Good. That's what I wanted. So many levels that got me. I'm sorry, Catboy, for interrupting your crafting. I hope you don't mind me just standing here. That's so awkward. Sure, Jan. So, she's level 27 Arcanist now. And she got her... Yay! Let's go do that quest so that it just puts us a little bit closer to like 28, and then we can do another dungeon, maybe, and then we can continue MSQ, because that was the plan for today. Oh, Gorgeous Femro. Thank you. Have you come to ask about Kilia's condition? The Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been leached from her soul. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke Kilia out of her shell the first time, our absent guildmaster. And though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. Should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he will still be there. And even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. This is our only chance. Listen to my story. Pray travel to Mimrin's trading post in Upper Lanasia and speak with anyone who might have seen the guildmaster. Oh, and one more thing. Though he prefers us to not use it for some inexplicable reason, our leader's name is Kareed Tia. I'm gonna say Kareed. Femros are hot, and you're not biased whatsoever. In fact, I think that you should be more biased, because you're obviously not being loud enough about that. Those are rookie numbers. You gotta work on that. Oh, goodness. I gotta... Okay. I don't have upper... Okay, I gotta get Upper Lanasia now. I keep forgetting to. Maybe I'll drive up there, get the Aetheryte, and then I'll drive around, because it's, like, connected. It is connected. What mount am I using? I'll just use my bike. I came across somebody in Eorzea who's also just starting, like, you can tell they're just starting the game, because they're a sprout, obviously, and they still have just their chocobo. I guess they didn't buy or get any mounts from, like, just your basic, like, having certain stuff unlocked or buying stuff, whatever. And, they had their chocobos out, and I mounted my bike and ran off, and they were like, they, like, dismounted and stared at me, and they were like, how did you get that? And I was like, that is a cash shop item, and it is very worth it because it's got extra speed to it. And they were like, okay, good to know. I might have convinced them to buy something purely on accident because that is what I do. I am an influencer. Can't even say that seriously. Nope. Yeah, get people hooked up early, because, I mean, I said hooked up, didn't I? Get people hooked on the cash shop early. Because, I mean, obviously, they were not playing the free trial. I think it was obvious they were, I don't know, but all I know is that they won't be playing the free trial for much longer if they're getting influenced by Motorcycle. Specifically Cloud's motorcycle. I think what surprised them technically was that it was just so small, because they were both like Mikote, they were both cats, and like most people who play this game have seen a Lalafell at least once during their gameplay, but you don't like conceptualize that everything will be the size of the Lalafell, because some of the mounts are fixed sizes. So, like, the car from Final Fantasy 15, the Regalia, is available in this game through an event. I wish they would add it to the shop, but it's scaled only to one size, like a one-size-fits-all thing. So, if you're a Ro, you're a Lala, whatever, like, Lalas will literally stand on the chair while they're driving. They don't even, like, reach the pedals or anything. But for this motorcycle, obviously, it's, I can kill that guy and get EXP for it. I'm not gonna, but I can. I tripped the alarm. I'm in danger. I'm that kid from The Simpsons who goes, haha, I'm in danger. Honestly, Femros are very hot. Merlwyb is one. Just strong, large woman, please. Thank you. Alright, so I have to talk to this guy. Ew. He's a witness, and he's a fisherman? Oh my god.
Evening, miss. I was the one that sent word to your guild about spotting your leader. It's a rare sight to see Kiritia roaming about. He asked me the way to Thalaus. Could be he was seeking to speak with a scholar who lives out there.
Scholar, you say? Do you know what unlocks at level 30 for Arcanist? It's not just Summoner, it's Scholar as well. So that's fascinating. Anyways, back on the mount. I think I will go with my Doug. So cute. So precious. I'm like, they're not gonna see me. They saw me. And they wanted the smoke. They wanted the smoke that comes from... His name is Tanga Tonga. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Hello there. Why yes, I did receive a visit from a gentleman identifying himself as the Arcanist Guildmaster. An odd fellow, but obviously possessed of a well-rounded education. As it so happens, he bid me pass on a message to anyone who came searching for him. Ahem. Reunited, the 3 slips of parchment hold the problem to the solution. The Guildmaster mentioned that these slips of parchment are concealed among the bones of Thalos. I suppose you're expected to search for them. I guess I was kind of hoping you would just give me my EXP and I would be on my way, but it's not one of those days, I guess. Woof. Oh, good. Something gonna pop up? I hope not. While we're here, I think I'll have my Chocobo out. Of course, yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna show up. That is one of the beauties of playing this game, is that sometimes shit will just come right after you. Why not delete these guys since they're on my, whatchamacallit? Yeah. My whatchamacallit. That's the technical term. I don't know if you know that, but a whatchamacallit is what we call it in the science field. You see, the cast times are just, they're not great, but I assume there's a... What was that? Anyways. Cast times are not great, but you know what is? It's called a pick man. Is that like a pick me? Is he a certified pick me? Cause, yikes. Didn't know that was a job. I don't think it's a good one. Maybe consider your career choices a little differently. And now I gotta go down? What? This is like that mushroom shit all over again. If you remember back, like, a couple, like... Not even a couple quests ago, like... Sometime in... some part of ARR, there's, like, this pathway you gotta go up, and... you can easily fall off of it, and this is what this is giving me. It's that vibe. I'm doing hot girl shit. Like running away from my problems. Think it'd be safe for me to just... Can't... Yeah, let's try that. It's okay, I can heal myself. It's fine. It's part of... Yeah, see that? Boom.
It's still following me, isn't it? I think because my chocobo is still nope. Anyways. Here you go, Tanga Tonga. I have parchment. Have you tracked down those 3 slips of parchment? Yes. Yes, I have. Interesting. They actually exist. To be perfectly honest, I thought you had been sent on a wild dodo chase. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Well, well. Penned in ancient Allegan, no less. Unfortunately for you, I have a passing familiarity with the script. Seek the box at Fool Falls. Dance a jig for your wooden audience. Claim the secret from the opened heart. The most cryptic set of instructions, I must say. Do you intend to follow them? This guildmaster of yours certainly enjoys his games. Ugh. Fine. This is what we in my community call a wild goose chase. In his case, a wild dodo chase, but you know what? It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. You do not see me. Do not engage. Damn. Look at him. It's a Tonberry wizard. It's a Tonberry wizard. Do you guys like Tonberries? Because I absolutely love Tonberries, and he's a wizard. So naturally, I love him more. But he is a mark, and he's also a red mark, so it means he's a... He would look at me and I would die. Let's kill this guy, though. Let's get this kitty cat. Four? Alright. Oh, I have to dance in front of it? That's right. I'm sorry. I'm not good at this game. I love Lalafell dancing. They just shake their butt a little bit. The box rattles and thumps about as if something within seeks to be freed. It appears the lid has been loosened somewhat. Oh, okay. Awesome. An ad break in 5 minutes. I will probably also go take a break during that time. Please drink water, hydrate, take care of yourself, eat food, snack, whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. That's what I wanted to say, comfortable. I didn't read it. What did it say? If there are answers you would seek, then to the trading post now go. Before the owner, be not meek. With your 2 feet, provide a show. I have to dance again? What? How fucking dare you? Alright, back on my dog. I should probably finish killing these guys while I'm in the area, because I know my ass is going to forget. I am going to forget that they're part of my hunting log. I'm not going to want to come back over here except to kill these guys, and then it just feels like a waste. I should probably also consider coming back here for my fishing, because what I want to do is, instead of collecting fish for the, like, the quests, You know what I mean? Like, just collect them for the sake of I want to finish my fishing log. All right, I'm gonna drive past you, but it was so nice to see you. You're so adorable. I love you, giant Tonberry. Not you. This wasn't about you, but of course you made it about you. There are so many people that I will compare you to later. So cute. I love Tonberries, man. They're one of my favorite mobs in this game, I think, besides Marbros. But Cactuars are also pretty cool. Tonberries are still my favorite though. They're just weird little guys. I love them. Very disappointing piece of information for you. If you ever buy the Tonberry like doll from the Square Enix pop-up, because that's where I went last week. If you ever like go and get this doll, whether you order it online or anything like that, it is not a soft doll. He's just very cute. He's not soft, he's just very cute. Okay, so we're gonna go into ads in about 2 minutes. So I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll come right back and we'll continue doing our Arcanist job quests and trying to level to 30. We'll be right back. Welcome back. How are your ads? We're still in a fate, apparently. Giant enemy crab. I kind of want to fight it. Funny Mikoto dance, funny dance. You dance, funny dance too? Sure. No. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. I was testing you. Ah, this guy. Okay. No, that was... that was most entertaining. I must have something to amuse me during these little jaunts back to civilization, you understand. Based on my evaluation of your abilities, however, I calculated that you would arrive at this point somewhat earlier. You balked at the dancing, didn't you? I never expected you to be so shy. I already think he's a villain, simply based on the fact that he made an entrance like that, where he's like, very good, let me make a big deal about myself and introducing myself. Heh. Another variable to add to your list of characteristics. I keep extensive mental notes of all the guild's members, you see. As an Arcanist, it was a simple matter to engineer events so that I might meet you face to face. After all, strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation to the desired reality. And I do so enjoy seeing others dance in the palm of my hand, as it were. You, sir. Alright. Here, you may have this. Think of it as payment for your performance. I hate him. That book is bigger than me. She's just like, sure. Though you might consider passing the tome on to Kelia. That is the reason you sought me out, was it not? Fucking hate this guy. Before you give Kelia the Grimoire, however, I must insist that you dance for her. I will know if you don't. He's yawning. All this banal interaction has simply exhausted me. It is time I return to my studies. I hate this guy. You, on the other hand, should travel forthwith to the anchor yard in Limsa Liminsa. Be well, wind up. We shall meet again. I'm 100% certain of it. I hate this guy. Like, I don't like to throw around the word hey or, like, things like that, but... Oh my god, this guy's annoying. I'm gonna just teleport back to Limsa. Oh my god. His entrance was just him being more annoying than he should have been. There's a lot of people in Limsa right now. Wonder what that means. There's a lot of people on. Like, a lot of people on. Oh my god. Anyways, where are we going? The anchor yard? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. Tells you how much I pay attention to this game. I have... This is my alt. She's not my main. She's my alt. I have a Viera main in Limsa. Sorry, in Lamia. Limsa? Really? In Lamia, and I did the summoner quests on her because I started her off as a summoner, but I don't really remember that guy. Maybe I skipped a cutscene or two and I just don't remember. This feels off-center, and I don't know how it is or isn't off-center. My Virgo brain just, like, calculating. This way. Yeah. Watch, there was a faster way to get over there. Probably was. I just don't care enough. Like I like playing games that I enjoy. If I'm doing it just for the sake of, like, total efficiency and being perfect at things, like, I kind of lose my enjoyment of it, you know? It has to make sense to... Look at that. That's so cute. Anyways. See, I'm getting distracted by, like... Why is there a tree in the middle of the walkway? Who did this? Who set this system up? 'Cause it wasn't me. Anyways. Killia, I have to dance in front of you. I have to dance for a cat girl. Disgusting. I have nothing against cat girls, but 'twas a joke. Were you always one for dancing? I don't recall any such Oh. You have met with our guildmaster, haven't you? Yes. I hate that guy. That would explain your odd behavior. He does so enjoy seeing people perform unexpected acts of frivolity. Yeah, I can tell. But what could have spurred our reticent guildmaster to speak with you in person? A book. A book. It's Pleakley, and Lilo said, just educate yourself. He gave you this grimoire to give to me? Uncanny. It is identical to the tome I received the first time I ever met our leader. You have my thanks, Wind-Up. The Guildmaster is fond of games and mischief, and I understand the troublesome trials he likely put you through before deeming you worthy of his attention. With this gift, however, his message to me is abundantly clear. I am to shape reality into the one I desire. Manifesting. And that means defeating Dasmaga. Sure, Jan. Gods, my mind is alive again with strategies. I must have time to think. Pray inform Mistress Thurbajame of my return to duty. I am not going to attempt to say Rogadin names correctly. It's just words to me. It's just sounds. It's just sounds to me. There's a guy in Limsa that welcomes you into Limsa if you're starting as a, like, Arcanist or a War Main. And so you get to interact with, like, this guy, and his name literally looks like a key smash to me, and I don't know how to pronounce it whatsoever, and I just sometimes I look at the camera like I'm in the office, like, I'm not streaming, and I'm just like, who put this here? Because I can't say this. Someone please guide me on how to say the names in this game, because I feel very flawed at this time. I think I might have to do, like, one more dungeon before I get to level 30, and that's fine. It's just the queue times are a little abysmal. Just like a teeny tiny bit abysmal. Killia has recovered from her despondency. This is wonderful news, and we have you to thank for it. It is unfortunate, however, that both Killia and our guildmaster are possessed of such impenetrable personalities. Impenetrable, you say. But at least, in the case of the Foreseer, we have an inkling as to the nature of the cage that imprisons her. I continue to hope that her partnership with you shall gradually pry those bars apart. Return to your training wind-up and prepare yourself for the demanding tactics Killia is sure to formulate in the days ahead. Oh boy. It's like, Guildmaster, kind of a weird guy, but you know what? Aren't we all a little weird sometimes? Aren't we all a little bit insane? For example, why do I have so much garbage in here? Why? Okay. And we continue forward. I think I'm gonna have to do another dungeon. That's fine. Like, I don't mind doing my roulettes and queuing for stuff, if you don't mind. This is the point in the stream that people start telling me that they mind. No, we came here for casual Final Fantasy, just not that casual. Not that kind of casual, anyway. Alright, let us see. I already did my leveling roulette. I can't do anything else. And unfortunately, Bowls of Embers does not give EXP for some bizarre reason. So I could queue for a very specific dungeon, or I could just hit my leveling roulette tab and go nuts. 6 minutes! 6 minutes. Are you seeing this shit? 6 minutes. What can we do? I hope one day to be this good at putting glams together. I hope one day I'm this talented and this recognizable. Because that is a beautiful glam. That was absolutely beautiful. I fuck with it heavy. What do we do? I guess I could do my hunting logs while we wait for the queue to pop. So let's go ahead and do that. We have East Shroud. Let's just show the incomplete ones. Okay, so East Shroud, Western Thanalan, North Shroud, Eastern wait. It's Eastern, Western, Eastern, North Shroud, Southern, Central Shroud, Central Shroud. Okay. So I'm gonna go do the ones in the Central Shroud and because there's like 2 there. And we can go and maybe get some extra EXP because it's a casual stream kind of day. That's what we do on casual stream days. We just level our character and sometimes do MSQ. I'll probably do MSQ on Mondays, but yeah. Alright, it said, let's see if I remember what it said. I probably don't. So we're in the Central Shroud, and we're looking for Sorrel Haven, okay, so Sorrel Haven, so it's likely up on that platform I was talking about. I was literally just talking about this. So I just did something for my Arcanist questline that reminded me of this tree stump that's in the Central Shroud that I'm going to right now. It's this giant stump. You've probably seen it if you played A Realm Reborn, but it's basically like this quest where you have to pick up mushrooms. And one of the mushrooms is on like the edge of the stump, like on this side. So you have to be really careful jumping off to grab it, that you don't jump all the way down and kill yourself, because that's definitely something you can do. I'm not speaking from experience, wink wink, I am. But yeah. It's not fun. Maybe it is for some people who, like falling to their deaths. I do not. Alright, so you need Broodsids and Lindworms. I see the Lindworms already, so we'll just start with them right there, over here. Because we have a 7-minute wait on a frickin' dungeon. That's crazy to me. What do you mean 7-minute wait? That's insane. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is. I don't know. Why did I hit Swift Cast? It's fine. Who needs their mana? I don't. Okay. Is that it? No. We need one more. Why is it when you need one of something, the game is like, no, you needed 2 more. So sorry to lie to you like this. So sorry. My chicken is not healing me. Hi, Fisherman. I just saw your message, and you're probably right. It's all plot. It's how they get you to buy stuff. How are you today? I'm getting my ass kicked by lizards. It's a normal day for me. I'm leveling my Arcanist today. Where are the Broodzigs? Broodzigs, I think they're called? Brood something. Bruzziz, I think. That's what they're called. I need like 4? Maybe more than that. Maybe less than that. I don't read. 4. I need 4 bruises. I think they're close. They're right here. Wow, look at me. I know what I'm doing. I played this game before. This tree stump is getting in my way and I don't like it. Cast faster! I need to kill this guy. Okay, that's 1. Oh, there's someone else here that needs to kill them. Nice. Not nice. I'm trying to... Oh, he's doing his Chocobo quest. Time to take a bot against the tree. Yeah, actually. It's me against the trees, as always. Ooh, more bros. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I do not claim this energy. Naturally that it would pop right when I need 1 more. It's fine. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Halatali! Nice! We have a Dragoon. We have a Warrior. We have a Conjurer. And we have me. This is gonna be awesome. I checked on my island for the first time in a while, and man, do the mammoths get set. Yeah! They're like, hey, you haven't been here? What's up with that? We have a Dragoon. I'm so excited. He's an Aura. We have an Aura. 2 Aura. Oh, I need these guys too. Works out, works out. Okay. Okay. I didn't know I needed these guys, but here we are. Yep. A lot of things I need in here. Apparently. Apparently our tank wants to wall to wall, so that's what we're doing. Oh, it's also for the, okay. Interesting. Interesting. This is getting interesting. Yeah. Hiya. Yeah. Everybody's mad, actually. Yep. We're all a little mad. It's okay. That's how we exist in this world. That's how we make peace with what we can't make peace with. Why did it... Okay, you know what? That's fine. I don't need that. It's fine. Tea party with Alice, exactly. Yay, we did it! But at what cost? I don't think they know you're supposed to go in the portal. Okay. I was like, should I tell them? Because they were running away from the portal. I was like, do you guys not know? It's fine. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. This isn't a dungeon that I've gotten a lot in queues. Like, I only have, like, 6 dungeons unlocked on this character. And I still get, like, all the other dungeons much more, because it's just not... Like, you can unlock it at this level, but it's not one that people, like, regularly do. And watch I say that, and now people are gonna start flooding in here and say, actually, I get it all the time on my roulettes. Well, that's great. I don't. I don't get it at fucking all. Oh, somebody remembered the winches. Nice. Sure. Sure, Jan. That's my only, like, pet peeve with this particular dungeon is the cinches. But I don't mind it too much. Another ad break. Are we for real right now? That's okay, I'm just doing dungeons. I think I just hit my Aether thingy-majig, and I already had it up, so... That's where I'm at mentally. Yeah, I don't really run a lot of roulettes unless I need tomes for something. And typically, I only need tomes when I'm, like, crafting. And I'm helping my Omnicrafters craft, because they also need the items, so that we can, you know, have stuff ready. It really just depends on what we're doing. But nothing I can really, like, I can't tell you there's, like, a specific item we get, because it really just depends on what we need for that given thing, so I really couldn't tell you there's, like, one specific thing. But I can tell you that condensed solutions are usually in the mix. Usually the condensed solutions. Hello? I have small legs. Stop making me chase you. Did I accidentally... I think I accidentally casted my... Yeah. Yay. Oh, I should roll on these. A 99? Alright. I ain't mad at it. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. We'll never know. I did that grind. I kind of overgrinded it, and I have extra, which is, oh yeah, that is nice, in case you do need it again, because I feel like it's, I feel like with crafting, like, stuff just has a habit of returning, so, like, that's why I still hold on to certain items, because I'm like, I know we don't need this right now for this specific craft, but, like, we might need it again. You know, maybe. Just see for a little bit. Hold on to it for like a little bit, and then we'll see. Heh. Yep. We're just chucking stuff at him while we can. It's so dramatic in here. Thank you for letting me know that I got that drop. I'm a little busy right now, but thank you. My carbuncle's just like, let me at him. Woo! We did it! Do you have the ad break coming in 27 seconds? So I will still be here doing this. Feel free to take care of yourselves. I will probably still be in the dungeon by then. Enjoy your ads. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Thank you. You see that? It's the rudest beak. I think this is the, yeah, okay, so this is my first time doing this dungeon, apparently. Or no, it's their first time. No, I also, yeah, it's also my first time. So, I've seen this already, so I'm gonna skip this. Hopefully it's, yep, it's this big bitch. Hello, Moose. How are you? Good to see you. Ads, I know. Pitiful. Girl. Are we back from ads yet? Oh my god. Hello, welcome. How are you? How's it going? I'm leveling up my Arcanist so I can hit level 30 and continue MSQ as Arcanist. Because that's what the plan was today. How are you? How's it going? Okay, how dare you? I'm trying to talk here and not pay attention. You slept all day. Well, you probably needed it. It's, yeah. It's rough out here. Take naps when you can. I leveled up. Yay! Oh my god, she's so cute. Awesome. Player commendation. I will... Okay, so the only one left here. Alright. Alright, I have all of the loot from this dungeon. Thank you so much. Thank you. For me. Okay, so... Back to what we were doing, which was killing one more bruises. Just one. Just one. I just needed the one. And then the Q popped. And we're at level 29, so hopefully this will push me over. Come on. I didn't get shit from that. Fuck you. Okay, so we need to do more of these. I'll probably just finish with my hunting logs so I can just get to 30, you know? North Shroud. So it kind of looks like we're spread out from North Shroud and... No, just North Shroud. Okay. So we're going to hop over to North Shroud and kill some bombs and those clay golem guys, I think. I think that's what we're doing. You're fine. I didn't even notice. Yeah, these guys. And I think the golems. That's one. Bomb Ash. Well, I didn't need that, but thank you. I need 4 of these guys? Ew. They are my least favorite mob in Final Fantasy XIV. Right up there with, Actually, I think they're the only ones I don't like. Because I pretty much love all of these guys, except for the balloons. Oh, okay. We got 2 at the same time. I can do this. This is... Yeah, Yarzen's up there just because it's creepy, not because I don't like the mob, you know, like... It doesn't inconvenience me to fight one other than it being uncomfortable. If I'm talking about, mobs that are general Final Fantasy mobs, like the bombs, yeah, those are not my favorite. Thank you for asking. I should have been clear about that. As far as, like, creepy, Yarzons. But if we're talking just, like, a general, like, I don't like this mob that's in all the Final Fantasy games, we're talking about bombs. So that's my specification, because unfortunately my Virgo brain requires specific detail with, like, everything. It's never a simple yes-no for me, and people who are close to me are like, "Hey Val, I need a yes no answer from you." Like, you're not gonna get a simple. You're gonna get a yes or no, but you're also gonna get an explanation. But yes, you were correct. I did say Yarzon mostly because I do not like spiders. Okay. Cool. Clay golems, let's dance because I think you're next. Very good. Very good. How many more do I need? One more clay golem. Okay. That should be simple. If I can find one. This is how I would kill the clay golems if I could find them. Oh, he's right there. Silly me. Silly me. Okay, so that's that for this area. We have East Shroud, Western Thanalan, Eastern Thanalan, Eastern Thanalan. Okay, so East Thanalan's probably the next, Wellwood. We are going to Eastern Thanalan next. Should be fun, should be fun. And then that should maybe bring us closer to level 30. Or maybe I'll just, like, do a Fate, maybe. Because Fates are pretty good EXP. It said Wellwood, right? It's all the fucking way over there. God damn it. How dare you? Where am I going? Who designed Camp Drybone? I just want to talk. Preferably with my fist in your face. So how's everyone's evening going? How was your week? What were things like for you this week based on the messages that we did on Monday, if you can remember what those messages were? I don't off the top of my head, but I do know a majority of it was basically let yourself acknowledge good things are happening without really knowing what they are. And don't overthink. And also be more confident in yourself. If something to that extent. We do have a lunar eclipse happening on Tuesday, so this coming Monday should have some pretty interesting messages, I think. I'm very interested to see what the fuck it's gonna say. So I need the axe beaks, but what else did I need? Chasm buzzard. I think that's somewhere else, but I digress. We are gonna hop off here. No, not Luna. Yeah, so there's a lunar eclipse happening in the sign of Virgo on March the 3rd. And it is going to be closing any sort of cycles that we might have had open on our solar eclipse a couple weeks ago. That was happening in Aquarius and Leo. I cannot for the life of you tell you what it's really meaning because it really depends on your placements, but for me it's happening in my 1st and my 7th house since I'm a Pisces rising. The eclipse is going to be hitting my 7th house of long-term commitments and personal relationships. Romantic relationships can be included in that, so I'm just very like interesting. Very interesting. It doesn't mean, like, when you're seeing these aspects, it's not saying, like, oh, yeah, there's definitely going to be a breakup. I mean, there might be, but it can usually have to do with, like, conversations, because it's a Mercury-ruled transit that we're having. So, it's also happening during the Ascendant's going to be in Gemini collectively, so it's going to be hitting all the angled houses. It's going to be a good shift of, like, things that we expect of ourselves in our relationships, things we expect of our private life versus our public image. It's going to be all kinds of messy stuff, I feel like. But it's happening in the sign of Virgo, so whatever... Because, like, Virgo moons are notoriously very, like, analytical with their emotions, so it's definitely going to, I'm a millennial. I don't have any houses. Very funny, because true. Yeah, the thing about the sort of like eclipse season is it's just highlighting and then closing a specific time period of your life. So if something has come up or had come up a couple weeks ago, you learned something that was either life-changing, or you just kind of realized something about yourself that was sort of like opening a new door for you. It's not that the door itself is closing, it's just that your perception of what is happening right now is really dependent on the growth of this period. So let yourself use eclipse seasons as periods of growth, or at least ways of like noting down, like, okay, this is how I reacted to this crazy thing that happened to me, and where do we need to work on that? Because some stuff did happen to me the last couple weeks, and I'm not going to get into it because it's private and personal stuff, but it did kind of bring up that I'm handling things a lot better than I thought I am. I proved that to myself pretty quickly. But I can't really say beyond that, like, what it's really going to mean for me on Tuesday. So I'm very curious what our tarot readings are going to be like on Monday morning. It's going to be a time. Very interesting time. I can say that for sure. I can already sense it's going to be a hot mess, though, for some of us. Probably me, but it's fine. So we have East Shroud left, we have Western Thanalan, and we have Southern Thanalan. I think what I'll do is I will go over to Southern Thanalan Broken Water, and we will go ahead and take care of those two guys. I already forgot what it said. Sandstone Golem, Southern Thanalan. I'm a millennial. We don't have houses. That's really funny, thank you. And that's true. That's actually what Luna says all the time when I tell her, like, oh, this eclipse or this whatever transit we're having. It's like, it's happening in your third house or wherever the hell it's happening in her chart. She's like, I don't have a house. Like, yeah, you do, though. You do, though. You have 12 of them, according to astrology. I should really dedicate, like, a couple days to just, like, teaching how to read your chart. But I don't know when's a good time to do that, so maybe I'll do that for my affiliate anniversary, which is happening in April. Maybe we should do that for our affiliate anniversary. Is it affiliate or is it... You know, I'm probably right, but I'm gonna gaslight myself into thinking I'm not. Okay, so I have to fight golems. I'm assuming they're going to be in there, because that's the only place I can think of that has them at all. Golems, I mean. Why, yes, that is in fact a sandstone golem. I have to kill 2, so this should be pretty easy. Every time I cast that Aether Flow, I think of that song by Pearl Jam called Even Flow. And now it's going to be stuck in my head. It's a shame. Not that it's a bad song, just like, I don't like having songs stuck in my head. It kind of... crazy. Anyways, if your week is anything like my week, I don't envy you. I had my first... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Wishing you the best, quick recovery, hopefully nothing too painful after that. Stay hydrated. Level 30! Stay hydrated, sorry. Stay hydrated, please. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna go do this quest. Should I just finish my hunting log? Do it later. This is a leveling arcanist, not doing hunting log. I'm just really sorry to hear. I don't think I've had a kidney stone yet, but I don't. The liquid IV was sitting for a while. Gross. You know, it is up to me. I would like to do my hunting logs, but I also, like, want to do my job quest, because what I end up doing is I'll put it off and put it off and put it off and completely forget to do it at all. So this way, if I'm kind of going back and forth between them, it'll be easier for me to remember to do them. And yeah, it doesn't sound spectacular, Fisherman. I'm really sorry that is happening for you. Godspeed. I wish you whatever. I don't know if it's like a recovery thing. I don't really know what exactly it entails, and please spare me the details. I'm so sorry, but please, because I have a feeling I know what it is that happens, but I have never had one, so that'll be my next update is when I finally get a kidney stone. I'll let the whole world know, like, hey, by the way. But again, jokes aside, silly comments aside, I do hope you feel better. It is not comfortable from what I imagine, and I'm sending you good vibes. I hope you feel better soon, and hopefully this is first and last time. Okay, we are going to continue the Arcanist quest. It is getting pretty warm here around where I live. It's currently 83 degrees. It was like 60 with a nice breeze yesterday, so I'm not, like, enjoying the weather, but I also know when I actually start doing my summer streams, it's gonna be something I have to look forward to. This is the second time that the Arcanist quest brought me to a fisherman. Is there anything that I need to know that's connected? It's 81 degrees there. No, we should have to hear about it. I sure didn't want to. It's time to fish. Yeah, that is true. What is it you want, lass? As you can see, I've me and my hands full with me fishing. I cannot do the accent. Thanks for that. I've been told to expect you. Here, you're to take one of me earrings and deliver it to the cook. Earrings? Earrings. I think he means earrings. Fresh herring, yeah. Now, I've personally never gone fishing in my life, ever. I've fished in games. It's not the same, I imagine, but I also imagine that it's probably the same amount of. I think it looks fun to me, but maybe one day. Right? One day I'll go fishing, maybe. I'm sure I will. I'm open to having experiences. I just, like, it's about the opportunities to have them. What's she selling in here? Those are big apples. They're as big as my Lullafel's head. Yes, and how may I help you? Master Gigaruju is expecting his supper any moment now. Have a fish. From my pocket. I will say this about IRL fishing. It isn't for everyone, just like fishing games. Yeah, that's true. I can imagine why it is and isn't. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, for those of you who do or don't know me, I do have a bit of, like, a ick when it comes to, like, slimy things, and fish it's slimy, and so I can imagine, like, dealing with just anything that entails, like, being around fish and being on the water. Like, I like the water. I like the concept of things that come out of the water, but physically touching slimy things. There's a lot less action outside of games. Games that make you wait for hours before anything happens. And also, like, yeah, I would imagine. I can't really say much else because I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. There's no skills, you just gotta wait. And what brings you to my, and I use the term facetiously, humble abode, dear madam? Such a heavenly aroma. Are you perchance carrying an eel pie about your person? Sounds disgusting. How commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of it at least. I have a hefty purse of guilt to persuade you to relinquish your claim on that pastry. Great. If you like the sun, if you like introspection, if you like the calming sound of the water, it's great. If you like to read, those are perfect conditions as well. Oh, that's nice. I think that would be good, like, for processing emotion as well, because, like, not to astrologize, but I have a fourth house moon in Cancer. It's very, like, watery, likes privacy, likes to be surrounded by water, so it'd probably be a good time for me to do those things. Thank you for the recommendation. I will think about it. One moment, if you will. I have been instructed by a Milvian's Gate assessor to hand over this message to whoever delivers an eel pie to Master Geiruju. Oh boy. I love how dramatically it's like, gimme. Take the purse you received from Master Geiruju and hand it to the dancer Ildith? You know what? These names are going to kill me. As she prepares to return home. Kilia. You know what? I will do that. And also not question it. And also pretend that I like this guy, because he seems a bit pompous. Yes, if you're looking for a dancer, then I would first see your coin. I have 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. I'm never going to get in the way of a working mother. Oh my, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. And such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you, you see. In return for the coin, I am to give you these. The leather satchel is from your Mikote friend, and the perio is from me. That last item you are to deliver to Drogo, the warehouse foreman. We have another ad break in about 5 minutes, so feel free to take care of yourselves in any way that you see fit. Drink water, stretch, do whatever you gotta do. I realize it's also probably time for dinner for a lot of people, so if you are eating dinner, please enjoy your dinner. We'll be back after the ads. They take about, like, a couple minutes. Like, they're really not that long. And I will keep running into this wall, apparently. Drogo. You're having taquitos. You're not gonna share? Damn. I ain't got time for the likes of you. If I don't get me work squared away soon, the master will have me head on the pike. You got something for me, you say? Yeah, well, yes, I have this piece of crap that someone can be. Hey now, ain't this Ilgis Perio? That Mikote last said someone would be bringing me a gift that I couldn't refuse, and stick me with a pitchfork if she weren't telling the God's own truth. Here, you're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Okay. Take it to the Flying Shark and pour a cup for the sailors. What are drinking there? That's what she told me to tell you. Any road. I should start saying that in real life. Oh yeah, the frozen taquitos from Costco. I'd watch me back if I was you, though, lass. Them sailors are the meanest bunch of cutthroats I ever did see. Well, they're gonna have to deal with me. And that's too bad for them. You want me to taste your wine, eh? Well, now I ain't one to pass up free grog. Vintage wine. Limlane's teats. I would have gone with Azema or Nafika or anybody else's, but Limlane's? I guess. Boobs are boobs, you know? Now that's a bloody fine drop. If we ship this stuff to the east, we'll be selling bottles by the crate. You come with us back to the Morningstar. The captain will want to have a word with you. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a fight. There's a good lass. And as for you, Miss Dancer, you stick to those old... You know what? That's a word. That is indeed a word, and it is a bunch of letters that I'm not going to say out loud, but it's there. And enjoy reading it, because I'm not, no. It gets damn cold on those long sea voyages. Heh heh heh. Heh heh heh. I like her face. Oh goodness. Just a close-up shot of the half-naked Mikotes. Nothing to see here. We'll talk later. Oh my god, I didn't recognize her because she's like not wearing anything. Oh goodness. Alright, we do have the ad break coming in like 2 minutes, so I'm gonna take a quick break. Please hydrate, please stretch, please take care of yourselves. I will be back in a moment. Okay, so we're back from ads. And I just want to say real quick that we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. This is a Final Fantasy XIV stream. However, I still haven't watched the new Pokemon trailer, and I kind of want to do that. So, do you mind if I take a detour and watch that trailer with you? Probably not. Let's switch over anyway. Excuse me, why aren't you showing the fucking... thank you. God damn. We're just all kinds of messing up today, aren't we? Alright, you guys can see it. Can we see it? Let me know. If there's any issues, I want to know before we start. I haven't watched this yet. Okay, so if you've seen it already, great, you're going to see it again. You're welcome. I do want to watch it, not necessarily for the sake of stream, but I haven't watched it yet, and I kind of want to watch it now, so let's do that. I am actually going to turn down my Final Fantasy, because it is very not cute right now, listening to Costa del Sol 100 times. Okay, so, are we able to, is it going to play, hold on. Is it gonna play the audio from the trailer? Let's see. You guys getting that? I feel like no. If you can't hear it, let me know, because I feel like you're not gonna be able to hear it. This is how we do stream. It's not playing right now. I paused it because I had a feeling that it wouldn't play back, but let me check. Okay. You can't hear it. Yeah, I thought you said yeah, like you can hear it. Yeah, you can't. Oh, goodness. This was a great time to set this up, wasn't it? Amazing, incredible. Capture audio, let's see. How about now? We're actually gonna start over because I missed like a good like 2 seconds. I love that it says not actual gameplay footage. Divorced dad Pikachu. Oh my god, it's so bright. Jesus Christ. It's so pale and it's like one month's out. Can we swim? Okay. 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 I'll wait and see more gameplay. Yeah, that's kind of my issue with it as well. Is that it is going to be just for Switch 2. Which I feel like that was predictable in the sense that, like, yeah, the Switch 2 came out and they're probably going to start pushing to have these games come out for the Switch 2. So I'm not really surprised by that part. I think I'm gonna personally wait for more footage to come out before I get too excited about it, because I do love it. It is very cute, but I'm also like, am I willing to drop $500 for a new Switch and also the game? I don't know if I'm ready for that, personally. And also, yeah. Oh, it's a it's a duty. Duty. With Hercus. What's that quote from Dragon Ball Z Abridged where it's like Piccolo trying to do his skill? Yes, that's kind of why I want to wait a little bit before I really feel like paying money for it, because it's not really screaming to me that I want this game. Like, it is cute. I like the new area that we're gonna have. I like the new Pokemon are very cute. But it just like every time I pick up one of the new Pokemon games over the last like few years, I feel like it's always doing the same shit every time. And if that's what you like, if that's what you want to play and spend your money on, that is your choice. I'm not going to knock anybody's preferences. I don't yuck anybody's yums, but for me personally, if I'm going to be spending money, especially on a brand new console, it's $450, and then the game itself is $70, I'm going to be spending like $520, right? Of my own money, when I could easily put that money towards other things that I want to do. So, it's not financially, like, even if I had like extra money sitting around that I could just, I'm not going to play that much of it, I don't think. Yeah, it's exactly like that. I feel the exact same way. So I'm right there with you. I was like, it's cute, but I wasn't impressed by the trailer. I'll wait till there's more content that comes out for it that maybe, like, pushes me one of the other ways. I think Pocopia had more interest for me, but even then, I'm like, do I want to buy a whole new console for that? Yeah, Fisherman, that's what I was saying. Like, I saw Pocopia, and that sounded more interesting to me than that. But unfortunately, it's like, I can't really be bothered. Like, no offense, I just can't be bothered. Like, let's say I was making the kind of money that I'd be able to afford that. Like, I could consciously just blow $500 and be okay with that. I don't think I would be okay with that. I really don't. I skipped the cutscene, but it's fine. You guys don't need to know that I'm on a boat fighting my demons, because that's what's happening right now. Kill the healer first, always. But yeah, it just doesn't make any, like, financial sense for me to pay for it, because it's just gonna kind of sit in a corner, and I won't really be playing with it that much. Even though it's really cute, like, it is adorable. Pocopia, again, it did have more of my interest, but that's not saying much, because it didn't really have that much of my interest to begin with.
Um, that's just me though. I need 4 so my kids can play together. Oh yeah, that's a healthy amount of money to be spending on way better things. That's a crazy amount of money actually to be spending on a video game. You tell him. Do you hear her? She's like, whoa! I think if I had $500 sitting around, I honestly would just save it for the thing that I'm doing in April. You know? Because that just makes more financial sense to me, personally. Heart attack money, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a lot. And, I mean, like, I'm an adult, so I think about money differently. I mean, maybe if you're younger, you think about money differently, think it's okay to do that. For you, if you live alone and it's just you playing it, that's fine. But, like, I'm an adult, and I will likely share with other adults, and it just seems crazy. Like, I don't even have kids, and that just seems excessive to me. Ugh. And that's not going to be the only game that a child is going to want to play. That's a lot of money, you know? Insane, actually. Is this guy attacking me? I couldn't even tell because I was like, eh. Don't care. Like, for that amount of money, I could go on a trip. I could just, like, go somewhere, you know? I could go somewhere. I could do something else that makes me happy. Again, if that's your business, you want to spend that kind of money on yourself, just for you and or your family or whatever your situation is. If you can afford that, that's your prerogative. That's your choice. I personally wouldn't. I think like if the universe was like here's money to go buy a Switch 2, I would do something else with it. Personally, like travel, buy new clothes, do something. You know, like you think you're pulling me strings, do you? Think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks. And then goodbye. For 2K, I could buy everything on the Mog Station. Maybe everything on the Mog Station. Yeah, exclusivity stuff is really tiresome unless there's like a specific reason. It is at this moment he notices the yellow jackets I had you summon in my explicit instructions to Riz. Sucker. What a dumbass. Anyways. It's always pirates, you know? Always doing some fuck shit. You were full to return, Dosmaga. I hear you're fond of shackles, so we brought a set specifically for... We brought a set especially for you. I hear you're fond of shackles. I'm saying, like, how do you know? Who did you hear that from? Huh.
Who's your friend? Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna just announce it to the world, but since we're here, thus concludes today's lecture. Thus concludes today's lecture. Somebody likes shackles. Thank you, Wind Up. This strategy would not have succeeded without your flawless execution. Which suggests that my tactics yet require more work. One must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I now understand where my calculations went awry. It is not enough to wish to shape reality. One must also have a complete understanding of the reality one wishes to obtain. Exactly! If you're manifesting something, have a clear image in your head of what it's going to look like. Today's lectures. Yeah. The best kind. Yeah, if you're manifesting, make sure you have a clear image in your head. It is time I sought out our guildmaster. Good for you, kid. Are we just all jumping off the boat for no fucking reason? Because, I mean, sure. Is this where Estinian learned it? Okay, so she has a boat. Pray convey to Mistress Thurbergrim my fondest wishes and my appreciation for all that she has done for me. And you're just gonna leave like that? I have to go apologize to her that you just disappeared. The true test of my strategies now begins. It's to find the one... Yeah. She's trying to find One Piece. The One Piece. I have to do, like, one more quest to get the job stone. I don't know why I keep doing that. There was one time, we went to get, like, Korean fried chicken, and the place we get Korean fried chicken at has, like, these cheese balls, and they're basically just mochi with cheese inside, and they're good, and they're deep fried, and they're delicious, and I love them, and so does everyone else in my house. So when we go, and we don't go with the people in my house that love the cheese balls, I offer them, like, I'll get you extra. We brought them home, and I was just like, do you want the... I kept doing this, and I couldn't think of the word. And my roommate was like, are you talking about balls? Because you're doing this gesture like you're massaging balls. I'm like, well, it's the best way to get it in your head that I'm talking about balls. So I am talking about balls. And she's like, oh, you guys just went to get Korean fried chicken, so it's probably cheese balls. Yeah, I'll have some. Like, see, this worked. People knew. People knew what I was talking about. All because of a single hand gesture. I like crispy, like the crunchier fried chicken. The place we go to has like different sauces, and they have a really good garlic sauce there, but it's really strong. So unless you really want a whole plate of garlic fried chicken, you are going to hate yourself. Unless you really like garlic. The garlic shoyu, yeah. It's so good. I can only think of the place that we usually go to. They do get a bit, like, the sauce gets a bit, like, thick. It's kind of sticky, too. Maybe that's why I like it. But yeah, the garlic flavor is one of the better ones. It's just you need to have people with you who like garlic. Or else you're basically eating pure garlic. And I like that, but not too much. They also have something called kangjung, I think it's called. I think that's the correct pronunciation. It's basically just tteokbokki and the fried chicken put together. And it's got its own, like, sweet, spicy sauce. It's so good. It's so good. Now let us speak of Kilia. I am glad to know that she has finally freed herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank for awakening the Foreseer to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of Kilia's strategy served to blind her to her own feelings, and it pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may have even encouraged Kilia to improve her combat abilities, although such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study under the Guildmaster's direct instruction. Imagine those two obsessive arcanists and the complexity of the tactics they will develop. It may very well be that your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks a new era of invention in the art of arcanema. You too should look to the improvement of your discipline if you are to keep pace with all that is certain to follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique, one I pray allows you to more readily drive back your foes on the battlefield. Yay! Yay! We actually went out to get dumplings yesterday, soup dumplings, and they were absolutely delicious. It's not it's not the best place to go for. Well, to me now it is the best place to go for dumplings, but I do also like this place. That I'll have to show you the places that we went to, Moose. But it was really good, and I wasn't even necessarily craving soup dumplings, but it was a nice change of pace because we had just had curry like last week, and I also want to go back and get curry again because that place is probably the best place to get curry in Southern California. IMO. I've had a lot of Japanese curry, and I tell you that is probably my favorite. If you would answer this request, then you will find your contact, a researcher by the name of Imitra at Apkalu Falls in the nation of Gridania. It has 2 quests for me because I can now do Scholar. I should learn Scholar. I've been told that I would be bad at it. Not in those exact words. I was told that it was too much resource management and that it would probably piss me off. And honestly, I love pissing myself off, but what I love more is proving people wrong. So, that will be something I pick up in due time. Is Scholar. And I'll probably hate it. I probably will hate the resource management and get frustrated and throw my controller on the ground. But, you know, you gotta try sometimes. You gotta... We have an ad break. It's okay. It's our last ad break of stream, meaning that after that ad break, we will probably just take a break from this game and... Why did I go here? I'm supposed to go to Apkalu Falls. See, this is what happens when you talk. No, that is where I'm supposed to be. Oh my god. After the ad break, we'll come back and we will probably finish up what we're doing here. And then I'll see you guys again maybe tomorrow. So the thing about tomorrow is, and I'll try to say this before the ad break starts, tomorrow is Saturday, and as much as I would really like to get through more of this, I'm probably going to do it as a, like, body doubling stream. So I'm going to just be sitting here writing fanfics. So if you don't want to come in and hang out while I write smut, that's okay. I'm not going to, like, have it up where you can see me saying wonderful words on my screen, but it will be tomorrow's stream, is if I do happen to stream, because I have, like, a very strong feeling that I should not stream. Oh, is this what's her name, sister? I think it is. You're a wind-up Val, I assume. Well met, and thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Ymitra. I am a member of the Sons of Giant of St. Koinog. Ours is a Charlatan order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allagan Empire. And in that regard, we have recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We have salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allagan mages known as Summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have the ability to siphon essences of the primals and manifest the stolen energy as a biddable ally known as Eggy? Eggy. Should we succeed in resurrecting such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle to realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the beastman savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Awesome! Thus, only one who can voice such a daunting achievement under her belt may even begin on the path to becoming a summoner. Do you understand now why I call upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Byrgrot Strike in southern Thanalan. There shall we conduct a ritual of summoning, the austerities of flame. I'm remembering this. It was awful. But I will be able to do front lines with it, so that's the goal. Trying to do front lines. Awesome. We do still have the ad break coming in about 2 minutes, so feel free to hydrate, stretch, eat, do whatever it is you need to do. I will still be here for another 30 minutes because we end at 7, so Okay, cool. Fate. Nice. Love that. Nope, I am not joining this. Goodbye and good riddance. Nope. You can't make me do your chores, Yoshi P. It's not what we're here for. Anyone else play Final Fantasy X? Because this area reminds me of the Albed home when you first get to it. And you're just... It's just sand. Oh, good. A duty. Again. Stop talking, I just want to... I should start streaming 10 again. I was streaming 10 for like a hot minute. Maybe I should do that on Monday. I'm not sure. I'm so small. Oh boy. My favorite. Can we not, though? Thanks. I really thought it was gonna have me, like, the first time I did this, I thought it was really going to send me to do, Ifrit again, but as a summoner. And I feel like that makes more sense, technically, but also, in case you're doing, the summoner questline and you haven't got to that point yet in the MSQ, they don't want to spoil it for you. So, like, there's a lot of things that they could have done differently, but I understand why they didn't. Now, press your attack. That's... What do you think I've been doing, girl? Yay! Duty complete. Duty. Funny. Hilarious, even. Most impressive wind-up. The Fireborn Igai, I'm gonna say it's Igai, has submitted to your will. You have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Pray let us return to Apkalu Falls that we might further discuss your achievement. Ooh. Thanks. I'm still tickled by the fact that if you have Scholar unlocked, and you decide to level your summoner or your scholar, they technically level at the same time, as far as I'm aware. Unless they fixed that. I don't think they did, but I'm pretty sure they did not, because at the rate that they be fixing things in this game, I would not be surprised if they hadn't fixed it yet. Small indie company, you know how it is. And we're running, because we have little legs. I was like, why isn't anyone talking? We're still in the ad break, that's why. I'm smart, I know things. There's somebody I can play triple triad with? Why are your legs open like that, you nasty? Nasty. This is truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. You're welcome. But you must know more of the avatar you've bound. In the ancient tongue of the Allegan Empire, it would be known as Ifrit Igi, or Igai, where Igai translates approximately to pure or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from the entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar and its capacity for destruction should serve you well in your battles to come. With such an ally at your command, it is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. This person's looking at me. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the Igai of fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming a servant of the unyielding stone. This will, of course, necessitate you joining an expedition to defeat the primal known as Titan. This beloved divinity of the kobolds poses the great threat to Limsa Lominsa, and is there you shall find allies in your cause. The risks are great, but so too are the rewards. Topple the Lord of Crags, and we may progress to the next stage of our historic research. Fair fortune to you, Wind-Up. Yeah. Yeah. I love this cutscene. It's my favorite when you do these Jobstone quests, because it's just like, yeah. She's so cool about it. What you looking at, bro? You fighting? Are these fighting words? I don't know you, but I'm going to eat pizza in front of you because that's what I do. Anyways, goodbye. Now I can do MSQ on my Arcanist. So, that means that we'll be ready for Monday. Now, we'll see. We'll see what we're doing Monday. I think I want to actually play Final Fantasy X next week, because I've been debating it anyway, and Pisces being like, I miss Final Fantasy X. I'm like, that was enough of a sign for me to do that next week. So it was on the agenda, but I wasn't sure when to start it. So sure enough, we will be doing and there's actually astrology in Final Fantasy X that I can talk about while we play, so I'm like kind of excited to do that. But yeah, so this is pretty much where we're at. We have all of the main classes, one of each, leveled to level 30 with a Jobstone equipped. So that means we can do PvP next stream. We can do anything we want, actually. So I think for the time being, I think we will just kick back to our just chatting screen, and we will just chat for a bit until the end of stream. Oh god, am I pale as fuck or what? So next week is the lunar eclipse, so we will be doing sort of a we'll be looking at messages for the lunar eclipse in Virgo next week. It is going to be on Tuesday, but we'll do some channelings on Monday morning, as we usually do for the week ahead, but it'll be stuff specific to the lunar eclipse that might follow into the week. Anything you might need to know for the week ahead as well, and stuff like that. We'll get started on Final Fantasy X. Tomorrow's stream, I'm not sure still if I am streaming tomorrow, because I looked at the astrology for tomorrow and I'm like, I have a feeling I might need to kind of rest for a little bit, because it's been kind of a week. It's been a kind of couple of weeks since the solar eclipse started. So what I will say is, for anyone out there who is looking forward to the lunar eclipse, whatever it is closing doors for you or closing some perception for you, just look to where you have Virgo and Pisces in your chart. That's going to kind of give you a hint or a heads up about how it's sitting for you, how this eclipse might affect you, how it might be helping you or you're hurting yourself. But I think that's pretty much it. That's all I really wanted to talk about for this stream, or for this part of stream. But I'm good. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are resting, taking care of yourselves. The eclipse energy is a lot. We will get back to Final Fantasy XIV next Friday. Tomorrow's stream, if I'm streaming, is going to be a body doubling stream, but I might not come on. I haven't fully decided. I'll let you know on the Discord, which is going to segue me to we have a Discord. Please feel free to join it. Even if you're not interested in yapping in there, it's a good way of knowing when I'm streaming because it has notifications on. So if I am streaming for any reason on any given day, you'll know about it on the Discord. We also have readings open. If you'd like to book a reading, you're welcome to do so. I do both live and off-camera readings. Well, it's on camera, but it's not on stream. And I think that's about it. Thank you so much to my mods. Thank you to Pisces specifically for your help today. I know you're a bit busy with everything, and also, oh, you're also playing 14. That's crazy. That's insane. And of course, we're gonna shout out our lovely Moose, who is, well, you know what? We'll see. Thank you so much for being here, Fisherman. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. I will hopefully see somebody tomorrow if I am streaming. I think I'll stream just for the body doubling stuff, and we'll have a good stream as always. Thank you so much for being here this evening. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Take care of yourselves. Love you, and yeah, take care. Bye.